Hello, hello, and happy Sunday, everybody. Excuse me. As you can see, our goal today is Bowser coins. I'm just trying to improve our time, but also trying to get it. Oh. Also trying to get it 5 times in a row under a minute and 10 seconds. So we have to do much quicker than I've been able to in the past. And our best time right now is gonna be 1 minute and 12 seconds. So you can see that I have a lot of picking up to do here. So here we go. Let's see how this goes. Yesterday I was out of it and I couldn't do a thing. Oh, already going well. Already rocking. I didn't even think I got the star. But I feel like I've been dealing with some remote issues as well. I don't know. Already going better, I guess. Was going better. Oh. Yeah, I'm learning how I want to tackle that. I think I need to watch some really great runs to figure out how to do the end of this a lot better. So far, it's been really slow because I've kind of been going off what's natural after only watching a few runs. Instead of doing the route most optimally. This is all in an effort, of course, to do this practice sesh just the most efficiently. I don't really want to do a lot of full runs because I just don't see that as really efficient by any good metric. So I've kind of been pro just doing stars one at a time and not really trying to do anything else. Unless, of course, I have runs like this that are really not efficient at all. Oh. That is not efficient. See, what I'm trying to do is to be able to do that jump. But I have not effectively learned how to do that yet. Oh! See, even with all the mistakes, though, I still had a 118. Which means I think being consistently under that time has potential. Unless I suck. Because I'm on the GameCube controller, that ground pound is so prone to happen. Ah. Ooh, that's fast. Ooh, that's fast. For me. Oh, that's slow. Ooh, I've never turned the camera this way before. Still slow? Ah! Ah! Something feels fishy about this controls. Ah! Okay, walk forward a little bit before you jump. That's okay, that's okay. Oh. Wait, do I need to... Is the issue that I need to... Ooh. Is the issue that I need to stop my long jump earlier so I can get another jump off to the wall? Because I have seen how they do that. I'll have to watch the video in just a sec. Wow, that's slow. That is so slow. What is he doing? What is he doing? Ugh. Uh, oh, that clip feels so good to do. That feels not so good to do. That feels even worse to do. That feels great to do. Oh, oh. That feels great to do. That felt powerful to do. Oh. Yeah, whatever. That's all right. But I'm getting faster and I can feel it. This map has been such a weak point for me. So I'm glad we're doing better here. Again, I still have never gotten under 100. I have never gotten under 70 seconds, 1 minute and 10 seconds. And so the goal still is to get one single run under 110. Oh, thank you so much. This is a map on which a lot of my frustration lies. Because of death just setting me back so much. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, do you like to run 16 star often? Oh my gosh, excuse me. Yeah, that's just about the only category, at least at this point, I've been able to limit myself to because of, you know, yeah, exactly. Because it's just what a time sink to learn, you know, for example, 120 stars. And then I feel like the 1 star or 0 star seems a lot less satisfying. Yep, exactly. I absolutely get it. I think if I have a good week, you know, I have... If I have a good week, I have maybe 2 hours a day, which, granted, is quite a bit for most people who are, you know, Gen Z, older Gen Z, or millennial, or anything above that, right? Imagine having real responsibilities. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yeah, me too. No LBLJ. And it's just, I don't think I could be satisfied otherwise, you know? Like, for example, if you don't have time to do more than 1 run a day, then what is the point of doing a category? If I'm sitting down and I'm doing one single 120 star run, then goodbye all my other time, you know? But you gotta, yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's, oh, hey, Gumba. I have to remember that I'm lucky and that I, you know, have a job and have these things, but there's that part of you that's always like, oh man, but if I had 10 hours a day just to grind Mario, I don't know. Would I be happier? Who knows? Oh, man. Yeah, and that's, you know, 5 or 6 hours, that's like... a lot of people would be blessed to have that time, especially in your situation, you know? I get it. I have a full-time job. I'm in a committed relationship. And you have that nagging feeling, oh, maybe I should go do the dishes. Plus, the other thing, like, I think that's kind of underrated, is how tired you are at the end of a workday. And to do speedrunning, you kind of have to mentally lock in. Right, right. Oh my... Oh. I have a oh, I'm a cook. I come back home from work even if I had the time. Yeah, there's just no point for that. Yes. Dude, and here's the thing. Is I see all the I've seen the I've seen how cooks work, you know? I know that's intense. Like I used to watch Hell's Kitchen a lot, which I know is not necessarily indicative of the life of a normal chef. But yeah, yeah. People talk about how pretty much like it's normalized for cooks to take up at least like cigarettes or drinking just because of how stressful it is and the personality conflicts and all these things. So I don't know, maybe that's not your experience, but or maybe it is, I don't know. Oh, for real? Yeah. Is that due to the work? Or like the stress of work? Holy cannoli. I'm kind of lucky in a sense that a big reason I don't have any sort of I used to drink alcohol a lot more, right? I would say it does influence the rate of consumption. Nice, yeah. Um, it makes sense. I mean, like, we all have our vices, right? One reason I don't is just because it makes me feel awful when I'm drinking it. Oh, not the reason you started in the first place? Sure. Was it when you were young or were you grown? Yeah, but it makes me feel awful, man. I don't envy you. You know? Sometimes I wish I could drink at least a little more. Oh my gosh. I mean, I start to think maybe I have an allergy to it or something, you know? Pretty young age, yeah, yeah, it makes sense. I feel like nobody picks up the bottle for the first time at like, you know, age 30 or 40. But yeah, like I said, we all have our vices, you know? Like mine is overeating, man. Seriously. Which is probably a more tame thing, right? But definitely influences your life, you know? The thing is, it's not a problem to the point I end up getting myself in problems. It's not a problem to that degree, yeah. Oh. It's not a problem to the point I end up getting myself in problems. Yeah, okay, so it's pretty isolated, you mean? It's not a problem that begets other issues, you might say. 1 to 2 beers, sure, sure, sure. The best part about 1 to 2 beers, though, is the 10 that come after, right? No, I used to be a big beer guy, man. You know, I used to be a big, like, the nerd who's always like, oh, can I get an IPA, right? Because I love the taste of beer, and there's nothing better than a good meal with a beer beside it, right? But also, I don't know how people drink that much because it's also just so many, it just fills you up so quickly, so many calories. Oh my god. Let's see here. Oh no. When you do a 10-hour shift and end your day at midnight? Oh, it's different? Yeah. A cold ass beer feels good. Dude, I believe it, man. Dude, it's refreshing as all get out, dude. I mean, but it's a trap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally get it, man. I lived that college life for a while. In fact, maybe this is stupid. Oh shoot. um, this is different. But I used to be I kind of was when I was in grad school. I was in grad school. I worked, you know, homework related. I was kind of a wine mom for a little bit. You know, get the used to drink the sweetest wine I could find. Eat a piece of cake. A little bit here and there, you know, never hurt, right? That was my vice for a while. Oh, woo, no, not box wine. Is that supposed to be, oh, shoot. Oh! No, I used to, so I lived at this place where it was called, I lived in Atlanta for a bit. I lived near this place called the DeKalb Farmers Market. And you could get wine from, I'm not kidding you, anywhere in the world. There was, yeah, I mean, you could, obviously, you could get it from France or whatever. You could get it from, yeah, like, shelves full, and each shelf was reserved for different countries. So I'd make a habit out of going to a different country and trying their wine every time. It was delicious. I learned so many things about myself. Oh, you're from France? No way. I guess you have a habit of assuming everybody you interact with is going to be American, right? Dude, I cannot. This is like, I have to say there is something really funny to me as an American of meeting a French chef with a slight drinking problem. It's the most quintessentially French thing. If you had told me you had a cigarette problem, that would have only made it better. It's that's pretty awesome. So quite literally a French cook. Oh, smoking as you hear that? That's awesome. Man, so I've been to France, and I have heard that the general clientele of Paris is not representative of the majority of the French population because, you know, I was a tourist when I was in Paris. I was also like a kid. I was 14. And so I remember a guy coming up to me, cigarette in his hand, and he was like, I can't speak French, so I can't do an impression. But he was like, in French, can I have directions to blah, blah, blah? And so I don't know if I looked like a French little kid or what. But I was like, no parlez-vous français, right? And he was just kind of like, you know, and walked away. Anyways, not very inviting, but he was way up in my face. The waiters were nice enough, but I think they had been trained, you know, because we went to touristy restaurants. They spoke to us in English, which was cool. But I do think a good waiter is really great. I think 90% of waiters probably suck. But when you find a good waiter, that's pretty sick. I'm still not over a French cook with a cigarette. That's crazy. Oh, man. Okay. There's something that I hate. There's something that I hate is that when you start speaking English, they kind of give you attitude because you don't speak French. But if you start in French, they immediately catch the accent and they switch to English, right? Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd imagine that's exactly how I feel. I'd imagine most people probably are just sick of Americans, right? Which is maybe fair. I don't know. I don't really know the culture there. And so they're probably less tired of the language as they are people being assholes in Paris from America, right? But yeah, I did notice that. And I think from what I see online, French people are especially good at reading American accents and understanding when you don't actually speak French. Ugh. Oh no. It also must make a big difference if you're from like the Paris countryside versus the actual city, right? We took the tunnel from London all the way to Paris, and it was some of the most beautiful scenery I had ever seen in my life. Reminds me of the beginning of Inglorious Bastards, right? That really like famous scene. It's beautiful though. It's exactly what it reminded me of. Or anytime you see a World War One or World War Two movie at the French countryside, man, gorgeous. Yeah, I liked Paris. It was different than I thought it was gonna be. As a tourist, yeah. I imagine it's expensive and kind of dirty if you're a regular, yeah? A regular, I mean, I mean a French person who lives in France. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I mean, to live in Paris, I'd imagine would be probably overpriced. The difference, and maybe Paris isn't like this, the difference between American cities and European cities is that in America, all of the nice parts of the city aren't in the city. They're on the outsides. The inner city is really, really dangerous. But in Europe, if you go to the inside of the city, I think it's the same in Paris. I don't know. When you go to the inside of the city, that's where that's where it's safer. That's where it's kind of nice, right? But if you live outside of the city, then that's where it's more dangerous. It obviously varies, but you know, like I said, I lived in Atlanta for a while, um, and the inside of the city of Atlanta was you couldn't stay in the city past 10:30 at night, you know, or I mean like I forget in Europe do they use military time? So like, you know, if you were there past what 18:30, um, but it's the outsides of the city were perfectly fine. You know, the suburbs have families and it's super safe and all the things. Probably has to do with really good public transport in Europe. Oh, you're actually from Latin America. What part of Latin America? Oh, Honduras. Oh, wow. Cool, man. Honduras. So you're right up next to Costa Rica, right? Or is it Belize? I've spent so much time uh I've spent so much time in this stage. It's crazy. Yeah, no, absolutely. I just know it's gonna be a time sink. Oh, you're attached to Guatemala. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how that goes. You know, you have, what is that? So Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, right there? Yeah, I don't know. Honduras to France. Wow. That's a crazy, a move. And imagine not a lot of people from France are in Guatemala. Yeah, long trip. I also imagine that's a big culture shock. Wanted to become a chef someday? Oh, yeah, well, I guess France is the place to go if you want to be a chef, I guess. So is it what they say? Does France actually have good cooking? Or is it the same thing as everyone else? Oh, nah, nice. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think food from Latin America is some of the best in the world. I was just talking about it the other day. I think my problem with French cuisine, I have a few things about this. One, French cuisine, I don't know what French food is. They say like French food is this or this or this, but isn't French food generally just like a good protein that's like cooked really well? I don't know. It's hard to identify what French food is, but Latin American food does a really good job at meat, at carbs, and at cheese. I got a PB for the stage recently, 45 seconds. Oh, dang. So you're truly watching a master at work here. As I sit at 116. So is that what cycle is that? You probably know. Is that that's the fastest cycle, right? 45 seconds? Oh my god. I'm also realizing I don't know what foods come from Honduras. Like, I know El Salvador has really great pupusas, and well, Venezuela isn't Central America, but Venezuela has arepas, and oh yeah, Tsukishima cycle. Yeah, I remember that. Holy moly. Baleadas? I have never heard of baleadas before. Or is it baleadas? Do you see the A? Do you say the E and the A? I don't know. All right, we're locking in real quick. Oh man. Oh my god. Let's see, let's see. Oh! Oh! That's what it's about. Oh my gosh. What is that? 106? Oh, was that 106.73? 106.73? I need to write down I try to keep my best times updated. 10 dude, oh my gosh. Goomba was clutch. Goomba's star player. 106. We'll say 73. I don't remember actually what it was. Thank you, Goomba. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Wow. We had to change our best times, right? I mean, we've done it 1 times in a row. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Yeah, I have a 16 PB. It's like 22 something. It's pretty lame. I'm pretty sure that if I were to do some runs here, like grind it, I'm pretty close to sub 20. I just haven't been grinding ones, grinding runs like that. Thanks, I appreciate that. It's hard to, I mean, you see a lot of really great runners. It's hard to feel like anything less than you know, close to theirs is a really good run, especially with how long the game has been out. What's your PB right now? Oh my god. Well, no, it wasn't easy for me as well. I mean, it's taken some time, but it took some time off for the game. I got the basics down. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty damn good. 1709. Wow. I like you know, watching the summoning salt videos where they go over the world record history. And if you really look at it in context, 1709 for a while probably would have been the world record for a very long time if you had gotten it, you know, 15 years ago. Obviously, new strategies have been found, but still kind of fun to think about. Man, you're only off like what, a minute from the no BLJ world record? That's pretty damn good. Yes, dude, absolutely nuts. It's just such a fun game to speedrun. I'm not surprised that it's just become so optimized, you know? Oh, haha, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, that's an insane time, man. How many hours do you think you've put into the game? 1 minute and a half away? Oh my god. I know that's like not long, but it's so long as well, you know? Oh my god. Dude, people are so good at this game. I used to run Mario Odyssey a lot, and Mario Odyssey has more options, so sometimes you feel like that game is harder. The thing is, every single little movement in this game has been optimized so heavily, you know? Yeah, I think so too. I think it's I think anybody can get there, which makes it pretty cool. But at the same time, it is like, the movement, especially after coming from Odyssey, the movement is kind of weird. It takes a long time for it to feel natural. But once it does feel natural, it's pretty good, you know? Like, Mario is a lot heavier than he is in Odyssey. He's a lot more, like, the momentum is a challenge until you understand how it works. And when I first started playing, I think I ran off a cliff accidentally so many times. let's see here. Oh. Having a top run is more of a... Oh, spamming enough runs? Yeah, I think so, but I also do think getting a top run... So you said, getting a top time is more of a thing of having the time to spam enough runs to get a time. And the truth I know from speedrunning is that as long as you keep playing, you always keep improving. Oh, totally agree. I totally agree. However, I will say, and that's kind of why I'm doing this today, I do think a lot of people practice speedrunning really efficiently, right? I think that people do too many runs and don't do enough practice. And I think that a lot of people even could be better than they are at this game if they practiced much more efficiently. And so I'm kind of doing this grand experiment to see like find really good practice habits. Now, one thing that's a really bad practice habit is streaming while you're doing practice, because you're obviously like not focused whatsoever while you're doing the while you're doing the run, kind of like right now. Excuse me. Let's see. I was clicking on something. But I will say, yeah, sorry. Anyways, I guess to get to a 708, you have to have pretty good practice habits, you know? And you have to do the same stars over and over again, and it's not really that exciting. It's kind of boring. So I'm doing an experiment to try and find the most, like, optimal strategies, such as trying to get these streaks going and practicing that way. Not doing a lot of runs until I can consistently do them, like... So I don't really feel the need to do 16-star full runs until I know that sub 20 could be comfortable, if that makes sense. There it is. Oh. Oh, we're on fire now. And that being said, I also don't think this is the most efficient way to practice on this map either. I think if I were being wiser, I would set some save states and practice smaller sections of it. But sometimes you just want to have fun too, you know? The other side of it is, I know by doing this, I'm probably also practicing some bad habits that I don't want to do. So I'm at least trying to be cognizant of those as well. Yeah, I mean, I also am not, like, very good at keeping up with the Discord and community, so what I'm saying is probably all, like, general knowledge. Yeah, I totally agree. Doing left side and Bowser in the sky. I've had to isolate that so much in order to be able to do it successfully in the stage. See, I could probably segment that little part there and be even better. Oh my god. Or I could stop jumping off a cliff. Yeah, I agree. It helps with the confidence. And I also think just like being able to do every single little section 5 times in a row, your full segments would be way better anyways, you know? Let's see here. Oh. I'm feeling good about this one. Oh. And lost. Lost the time there. Oh, could have saved it too. Oh no. That's still not a terrible time. Whatever. Hey, thanks for the follow, though. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed hanging, man. I do think one really important thing about the speedrunning community is that without other people hanging out and like following each other and being engaged in the community, it's a lot less fun, you know? It's because of the community that we have goals that we want to break, you know? Yeah, you spend a lot of time on Twitch? When you can, yeah. Yeah, we talked about it. I get it, man. It's like in the small cracks in your day, you know? When you're not busy with life, you know? Okay, so I play with the GameCube controller. I didn't say that earlier, but I play with the GameCube controller, and so it just takes longer for the left when the left bumper it takes more time to press, and so I always end up hitting jump slightly before my left bumper goes down to long jump, or sorry, trigger. Thanks, yeah. Um, and yeah, it always slows down and makes me ground pound. Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Do you have any buddies in real life that you watch ever, or is it all people you found in the community over the years? Cool. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, I don't think I've ever met one other person in real life that actually is a runner for Super Mario. Like, super unlikely. Oh, shoot. Mostly other runners that also do 16. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, how I got here is pretty funny. Oh, yeah, what's that? Oh. I was just trying to get back my childhood games after getting spammed retro gaming collection videos on YouTube. My mom sent my American N64 to France. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So you ended up having your Mario 64 like live. You know what's kind of interesting about that is I do feel like a lot of people, since it's kind of hit a new generation of people, to where running is often something like The people who are really great at running often are not the people who grew up playing the game. Yeah, some of the stuff they end up doing on these runs is absolutely wild. Pillarless always looks wild to me. You know? Oh. YouTube link. Let's see it. 45 XCAM Dark World Reds. Yeah. Holy moly. Dude, this is crazy to me. Oh my god. Oh, it just looks so clean. It just looks so clean. Oh, it's so clean. Wow. Man. The guy in that video might almost be as good as me one day if he keeps practicing. Dude, that's sick though. If you can do that in that video, that's high-key impressive. Cause that is a wow. I've seen of course I've seen a couple people do similar things. I saw the Sweegie record, as we probably all seen, right? Oh my god. Where he's doing even adding to it by doing that first wall jump before the last red. 10,000 attempts. Holy crap, dude. That's that is a lot. These people are doing runs every time. I know, dude. I know. I know. It's just like anything, I guess. People have the time. You see kids with just endless hours, you know. Don't do their homework, go home, speed run a bit, play video games until midnight. Basically these kids have practice schedules of speedrunning. The same as pro athletes, you know? But I also do think there's something valuable if you're a kid and you pick up speedrunning for the first time, and oh my god. You pick up for speedrunning for the first time, you've probably never seen the game played in a crappy way before, and so when you first pick up the game to speedrun, you don't have any bad habits at first. You just start completely cold with good habits, you know? And so you can probably be goated a lot faster than somebody who has worked on other strategies. They've like developed bad habits because they haven't seen other people do it really well. Oh, and then also, yeah, I mean, like you have the like athleticism and dexterity of a freaking, you know, 17-year-old who's just in his speed running mental prime. Which is crazy. Imagine the best you're ever going to be at something is when you're 16 years old. But it's also, I mean, it's also a new thing. It makes sense, you know, you don't see a lot of old people speedrunning because older people don't really care about video games that much, you know? No, for real. Little bros gaming. Little bro doesn't have to think about taxes. Little bro doesn't have to think about a mortgage. That's the problem, you know? You can't compete with the little kid who literally does nothing but play video games all day, you know? Ugh. Oh, that was clean. That was pretty close. I'm feeling I'm getting better. It's in my blood now, you know? No, absolutely. I think, all that to say, I do think people will be able to, like, you know what I mean? I think people will be able to be good at it as when they're older. I just think it's dominated by young people who play video games who have the time, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's like anything, man. I mean, you don't have to be the world's you don't have to be the best in the world at your hobbies. You just have to enjoy them, you know? But this one feels good. Oh, kind of felt good. Oh no, dude. Oh, no, 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 no. 17-year-old dude is probably going to get destroyed by some Asian kid that's 12. That's true, man. That's true. But the problem with the Asian kid is, well, I don't want to say, if you're, I mean, who knows? Who knows what that's going to be like? You have some kid from like China who's forced to play Mario 64, you know, because his family made him, you know. I don't know. That's one thing. But that's different than a kid who's just all gusto, you know. He's like, I'm gonna do my best and make this happen because I want to. I'm just kidding. No parent is gonna make their their kid play Mario 64 till their fingers bleed. It's not like the piano. I also think those like child prodigy things are definitely like the exception and not the rule. You see them every now and then. They're like super sensationalized, right? Get sent to Mario school. Son, I can't believe you have a D in platforming. I better see you entering pipes 3 times a day. Or no dinner. Mario school, that's crazy. oh. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Oh. speaking of cooking, I got about an hour left or so. I've got to make myself some dinner. Tonight's menu is chickpea potato curry. Gets to train his phone with the touchscreen because they can't afford the. Yup. Gets to train in his phone with the touchscreen because they can't afford the expensive materials. Oh, like he has to play mobile. I could see though, you know, in however many years, because it's getting so popular, and like how video games are entering schools, I definitely see a time where they're gonna add speedrunning as like electives, you know? I just don't see it not becoming so popular. Oh, and you legit know somebody who plays Mario on his phone. That's crazy. And here's the thing, the dude's probably cracked. The dude is probably goated at Mario. That's what you're gonna tell me next. Hmm. 1786. There's one in a row. There we go. That'll work. Hey, thanks for the follow. I be blessed. I don't know why my follows aren't working right now. Hopefully it's oh, I know why. Because my stream elements are at the bottom of my or behind my game right now. Sorry about that. Hey, I really appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, he has a better PB. Holy crap. And if you find the long jump to circle platform inconsistent, you don't have to do it for sub 110. So you don't have to do it for what sub 50. Oh, you're talking about just like from the diamonds. Yeah, I've seen those comparisons. It only saves like maybe a second, right? Maybe I'll make the switch. Dude, that's crazy about the cell phones. I didn't even know you could play on a phone. Is this like a jailbroken like phone thing? I know it's not an app, right? Super Mario 64 on the cell phone. Oh, on emulators using Android, that makes sense. So just do I need to go back to this here? Is that what you're talking about? Will that work? Maybe that's yeah, maybe that's like gonna be a lot more consistent. Yeah, I've probably lost a ton of runs to just doing that. And I know for what I'm doing, like, holy crap. I probably do not need that much time save on that. For how poor I'm doing on it, if that makes sense. I can't even imagine trying to mess with the camera playing mobile Mario 64. I already struggle with it so much. Red coins, dude, tell me about it, man. It's just the problem with running red coins is it's just the length of it, you know? You don't get to try this one. You could do a save state. We were talking about that earlier. You could do a save state and practice a little bit, but I wouldn't even know where to begin because it's partly the flow of it all together that's so challenging. And trying to practice 120 seconds over and over and over again, it helps to chat, because otherwise, if I was giving it my full attention, which probably would make me better, but if I were giving it my full attention, I could see myself getting tilted so quick. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Comparison is the thief of joy, as they say. Hopefully at some point today, as I'm doing this, I can find a way to get beneath a minute. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I probably could have gotten that if I was more focused on it. I'd be blessed. You may have just saved my life today as far as giving me a strat that's just frankly way better for what I'm doing. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Ah, my God. Ugh. Yeah, I've gotten on the whole run, what's been interesting about it is there are some things that, this is probably everybody, but there are some things that I'm pretty darn consistent at, and there are some things in which I'm just so bad at still. I see you later, Caterpie. It was a nice chat, man. Yeah, have a good day. Enjoy your cooking if you got a shift, man. Let me know sometime what your best recipe is, and I'll chef it up. Dude, I love cooking. See blessed. The only thing I ever did to save state on for res was right after grabbing the 7th coin, practicing the long jump and double wall kicks. Took a few tries for it. Yeah, dude, that's absolutely something that's super challenging. And I think I'm probably losing a few seconds every time trying to slow my momentum and set that up. Because that timing feels really tight. What I was saying though was there's some things in the 16 star that I'm really consistent on. Like I've gotten Lakitu and Bomb Skip are kind of consistent, and then but Owless is actually fairly consistent. I don't know why that one is. I like that. That sucks. And still the ledge grab. Wow. But like Bowser in the Sky is still super rough. Oh yeah, we were talking about this earlier. So my current PB, oh nice, that's one in a row. Cool. My current PB is at like 22 minutes and 23 seconds, I think it was. And eventually I'm going for sub 20. And I think if I were to really do a grind of runs, I think I'd get pretty close. But I honestly don't like doing a lot of runs if I feel like there's a lot of practice to do on segments still. You know, like I would rather not just spend all my time resetting runs. Like that feels not very good for me, I guess. But sub 20 is the goal. Oh, and if you're talking about just Bowser in the Dark World, my current PB is about 1 minute and 6 seconds. I keep forgetting to do the thing you recommended here. And I'm just trying to get 5 times in a row under 1 minute and 10 seconds, if that makes sense. Oh, that's clean. Oh, I'm getting better at this. 9:13 again. Wow, that's great. Let's see here. I'm starting to feel electricity in my veins. I think we'll be picking it up a notch here. Let's see here. Oh, dude, that's actually so much more consistent. Wow. That's so much more consistent, Will. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, no. Let's see. You'll get the sub 20 soon, probably. A lot of people think you'd be way faster than you really do for a sub 20. Dude, that makes total sense. I think one thing that can be very frustrating is you don't, like, when you're at my level, like, for example, that right there, is like my tiny optimizations are really not that great. And so there's lots of small times missed throughout that make it really hard for me to just be consistently fast, if that makes sense. As long as you have a decent BLJs and don't die a bunch, you don't have to do any of the hard strats. Yeah, that makes sense. And BLJs are quite challenging for me. That's definitely an area of struggle. And though I have reduced my dying pretty well. I mean, maybe 1 a run, maybe 2 a run. I don't know. I can't even tell you if my... I think my PB does have a death in it. But yeah, that makes sense. I feel close, you know? My sum of best is about, you know... like... is about 20 minutes, so... And dang, not quite there. Oh, hold on, just gotta... make a change there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've worked also a lot on that Womp's Fortress Gauntlet, which is so hard, you know, doing Womp's Fortress over and over again and getting those right. And it's important to do well, but I think that there's just so many other areas of my run that need optimization other than trying to get Womps perfect, you know? But on the other hand, practicing Womps I do find very fun. Oof, there we go. I keep doing that. Oh, well, whatever. C'est la vie. Not dying, though. Definitely easier said than done. In this game, really, man, it only takes one super small slip up, especially on this freaking Bowser's Reds, man, you know? Or even small frustrations like that. That's, there we go. That's cool. I do think my problem, though, is that my BLJs are so inconsistent. I just haven't found that, like, sweet spot, you know? Like, I think I'm doing most things correctly. I'm just not executing well. And if I get my BLJs really, really clean, I know I would have such a more consistent chance of breaking that sub 20, but man, it is tough. And I'm probably doing lots of like saves poorly that really don't matter that much. That might even be like giving me back some extra time, like, or adding up to extra time, you know? Ooh. I think a good goal though for me though would be to get my sum of best well lower, and then I'll start grinding runs. But that doesn't make sense because you have to grind runs in order to get your sum of best lower. Well, yeah, whatever. Oh, really? You didn't do Dark World Reds until you had an 1830 TBH, but if you get consistent, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm also just like a glutton for punishment, man. You know, like I enjoy. I don't want. I don't want to say. I don't want to go as far as say I enjoy the Reds. It's satisfying, but I enjoy the challenge. You know, like you have. I know people give mixed reviews about like doing Reds too early, but okay. Dies 10 seconds in. 1756, and I still don't do Owlus. Dude, I mean, like, that's the thing, is I'm just kind of an idiot, you know? And that, like I said, doing Owlus is not maybe the most efficient thing for my runs. At all, right? I'm probably dying a bunch, but I do it for the love of the game, man. You know? I throw my controller across the room for the love of the game, man. I know, in the grand scheme of things, what a small save it is, right? But where would we be in life without a little bit of risk, you know? But like, the thing about Owlus, though, is it does unironically feel pretty good for me now. I think I've kind of found the sweet spot. It just sucks when you don't get it, that's for sure. Let's see here. One really cool thing I did find out about Owlus, though, is that if you go to the top of the tree at the beginning of the game, of Womp's Fortress, if you go to the top of the tree at the beginning of Womp's Fortress and you have a certain number of stars, and you like climb to the top of the tree and jump off, there's actually an owl that will take you to the cage. Insider knowledge, man. So I don't know why people do all this owless crap. Owless crap. Oh, I'm feeling fast. Oh, I'm feeling slow. Yeah, they got an owl for Owless. Dude, I keep not even doing that strat. But that felt fast. Oh, that's a new PB on that. 102.53. Oh, that feels awesome. That feels amazing. Here, let me 102.53. Dude, that's world record. 102.53. No, it's crazy though that I still have a good what, like 20 seconds to save on this map. On this map, lol, on this star. Ugh. Also, that button is tedious. It's gotten a lot less tedious, but pressing that button, man, it makes you clench your butt every time. We're at 2 in a row. 102.93. Whoa. Hmm. Normal cycle, which you're probably shooting for at this point, it would be get you in the 53 to 55 second time. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That feels um that feels right. Um yeah, because I do feel like if I did this really well, I could probably hit like maybe 59 seconds, but I'm not doing it super optimally, right? Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah, I'm gonna change this now that I 2 times in a row. Wow. Wow. Dude, maybe we'll hit it 3 times in a row, right? At that point I have to quit. We'll lock in. Oh. Oh, I'm slow, I'm slow, I'm slow. Oh, I forgot to do the strat. Oh no. Oh no. Um, how long have I been running? I've been running so let's see. So I think I did my first I used to run Odyssey a bit. And I did my first M64 runs 2 summers ago, not last summer, but the summer before last. And then after the summer, I just kind of stopped playing. So I played for a few months. And then I picked it back up pretty recently, only a few months ago. And since then, I think probably in the game, I only have maybe a couple hundred runs, maybe 300 or 400 runs. If that gives you an idea of it. Um, but that's probably not representative of the amount of time I put in. I couldn't see myself having maybe over 500 hours or so. Obviously, I'm not keeping track of that. Oh, man. Man, Mario bonking is so emasculating. How long have you been running, man? Ooh, that feels pretty good. Oh, that ending is feeling so good. All right, 1 in a row. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, you started 2 months ago and have a 17? Oh my gosh, dude, you're kind of goated. Goated with the sauce, man. I'm kind of among a prodigious sort of person here. Did not realize. Dang, how do you get how are you so efficient to get so good in such a short amount of time? Because that's kind of nuts. I'm already screwed on this one. Oh my god. I feel like I've played a good bit now. And man, I'm not I'm not anywhere close to running that at that high an efficiency rate, right? Absolutely cracked, my G. Damn. Ooh, that felt fast. He's fast, y'all. Oop, I did the thing I said I wouldn't do. That's what I deserve that. I've just muscle memoried it so hard. Oh. Oh man. Oh wait. Oh nope nope. Hmm. Damn. Okay, let's see here. When I first started, I only did full runs to get a feel for the game and pacing, and I only did consistent strats. Once I got around to 20 minutes, I practiced all the Bowser levels since there's a high chance of dying. Granted, TF out of BLJs and practice Bowser throws. Yeah. That seems right. Um, man, the Bowser levels I do think are the choke point, right? Um, cool. Sorry, got an important message there. Yeah, practicing Bowser levels seems like kind of the choke points. Because damn, they hard, you know? It's like if you die in Whomp's Fortress, whatever, you lost 10 seconds. You die at the end of, Bowser in the Sky, goodbye 60 seconds, you know? So I strictly focused on all of the high time loss mistakes. Yeah, that's probably the right way to do it. And then I think part of my issue as well is the Bowser throws suck, man. I hate practicing the Bowser throws. I never feel like I'm getting better at them. I feel like it's just I'm throwing darts with blindfolds, man. So missing a jump and losing 3 or 4 seconds isn't shit compared to missed throw or dying. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I've lost so many runs on Bowser throws. I know we all have probably, but damn, have I missed some runs due to Bowser throws. Oh shit. Ugh. Yeah, that's the goal, man. We'll hopefully get us back to practicing some of those other levels anyways. Like the Bowser levels, because I've spent so long on Whomps, and honestly I do think it does have some like negative marginal utility at some point. Like it'll come back and help maybe when I'm a better runner, but for now, all my time spent on Whomp. Probably not worth it in the long run. Or in the short term, really, actually. Ooh, that's starting to feel good. Oh, ow, damn it. I lost it by 0.2 seconds. Do I count that? I feel like I count that, right? Am I being dishonest to myself by not counting it? Or by counting it? Beginning's gotten more consistent, at least. There we go. Triple jump. Oh. Probably didn't need that roll. Oh my god. Stupid game anyways. Oh my god. We got this. This one can be under 10. Well done, man. Congratulations on a fantastic time. Here we go. Oh, one in a row? Was that what it was? Or I can't remember if I did or not. I think it is one in a row. Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 We good, we good, we good. Oh my god. Man, I've gotten up from so many ledges right now. Alright, okay. Bowser throws, I try to match Bowser's top spin speed with my stick. When Bowser lines up with the bomb, my thumb is also pointing at the bomb, and having that physical anchor of my thumb is pointing there, release has really worked for me. So basically when I release to throw Bowser, it's the same. I'm holding the stick in the direction of the. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I feel I have this intuition that I've tried that before and it's been effective, and I've lost that sense. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Thank you, man. A lot of consistent grinding. I actually decided to take a break as of yesterday. Oh, like take a long-term break just for mental, or because you've just been going at it. Also, thank you, Stream Boo, for cheap viewer options. You know, I only take viewers that are worth a lot. You know. Hmm. Man, let's see. How do I? We'll pin your message. Actually, that looks like I'm now botting. Let me Okay. Back to it. Oh, the girlfriend is sick of Mario. That is so funny. I've had similar experiences. My girlfriend is like, if I hear Yahoo one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh man. The things we do for love, am I right? Oh my god. That was roundabout. That's off the side, I think. The girlfriend is sick of Mario. That's classic. Hold on, I gotta read that in just a sec. The peripheral of my eye of that message looks hilarious. Hold on. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's that. No, literally. She said if she's watching a video and someone mentions Mario, Luigi, or Peach, she turns it off. That's pretty intense. Like I'm a Mario fan. You can see the Super Mario World thing behind me, but that's a pretty intense disdain for Super Mario, you know? Also, I just did my first ever race yesterday and won, so it's a good break point. Oh, nice. Hey, tell me where you find your races. Are you in the Discord? Or do you is this just with friends? Like I've been curious because I don't think I'm necessarily like I don't know if I want to race until I have a better top time. I know that doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but I am super curious about it because I think it'd be fun. Um, honestly, the more social we are, I think the better, right? So I've always wanted to, you know, connect with some people, do a race, you know. And I'm sorry, I'm locked the hell in. Oh, what a bonk. Um, there's a streamer DSIDE Des Division who hosts race on his channel on Saturdays sometimes and has a Discord. As long as you're under 25 minutes for your PB, he could probably find you an opponent around your time. Averages between 30 and 50 viewers on race days, and it's nerve wracking. Dude, I totally get it. I bet it is. Like, I'm envisioning this world where you're like, you know, you're a great runner, sub 20, whatever. And then imagine like dying 6 times on Bowser in the Dark World, and you're like, well, that's it. That's it for me in my career. Here, I'm gonna look him up real quick. Is got actual Twitch here. Is division. All right. Cool. Cool. Anyways. Yeah, dude, I bet on the other hand, man, what a great way to practice with your nerves, right? Is doing a race with like real people. Right now, I'm kind of like at a disadvantage by doing this so casually. I'm not learning as fast as I would probably if I was in like high stakes scenarios, you know? That's dope though. Congratulations on the win. Very affirming thing, you know? One thing about this whole thing is like if you continue to do it in isolation, maybe it's hard to feel like you're contributing to a greater community if you don't have a world record. So I feel like a race is a really cool way to I guess make an impact, or you know? Oh shoot. Oh, goodbye, Mario. It's been real. Actually started speedrunning Super Mario 64 for a Discord competition and ran the month of October that we had ever touched before, and the person with the fastest time at the end of the month got $100. Whoa, okay. So you had some financial incentives, you might say. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. I've always like thought about what it would be like if you made a bet with somebody and you were like, oh, what should we bet on? Oh, I don't know. Let's see who can beat a video game the fastest. And you're like, oh, what? Oh, how about Super Mario 64? And they're like, oh, sure, yeah. I remember that old game for the N64. And then you end up pulling out all the speedrunning strategies, clipping through shit and stuff, and then, you know, that'd be one of my favorite. What I'm trying to say is that would be my favorite way to hustle somebody. Just gave you an idea. Ugh. All right. Feeling fast again. I've got electricity back in my blood. Never mind. I'm a failure. Oh, we're fast. We're so fast. We're so slow. Ooh. That was close here. We're still fast though. We are fast. We're lightning fast. Oh, we're so fast. Well, we were kind of fast at least. Let's see. Let's get 3 in a row here. That was 1 in a row. We're looking for 3 in a row under a minute and 10 seconds. Oh, no! Thank you for not killing the Goomba. Oof. Man. Man. It's looking bleak. Looking really bleak. Oh, man. I fucked it. But I did my best. I've got about 15 more minutes here to achieve all my goals. Oh, man. I'm just giving up on that one. I didn't feel that one. I didn't feel that one in my blood. Man, I need a better way to handle those things. Because they end up screwing me over more often than not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, let's see. Oh, well. You're pretty consistent. I think I still die on like 20% of my red coin runs. Man, it just feels like that's part of the game, though. You know what I mean? That just feels like that's part of the, that's just part of the grind, you know? What can you do? It's just a hard star. Though I do feel like I have developed this game plan that consistency eventually will outdo your ability to grind through like runs. Because if you're consistent enough, then it will take you far fewer runs and just eventually save you time. I'm not saying I'm consistent. I don't think I'm consistent. I'm just saying I've had that thought recently. That getting consistent may be even better than fast at times, you know? Ooh, this could be good. Oh, no. Hey, I'll tell you, this is way better than when I started the day. That's hilarious. Place to do a backflip. Oh. Hey-oh. Oh, too fast. I was too fast. Oh. Ooh. Do I drink coffee? No, I don't drink any coffee ever. I've never had coffee still. I can't believe I haven't never mentioned that. In fact, I had my typical chai tea latte just today. Oh, goodbye, Forever Mario. Never ever had coffee in my whole life, actually. I only drink chai tea latte and... okay, complicated question. I think my favorite's still Starbucks. I will still absolutely, like, mess up an iced gingerbread oat milk chai. But I actually had to, go to rehab, perhaps you might say, from drinking too much chai tea latte. I think I was giving Starbucks... I was paying Starbucks' rent. Hey, peace out, man. Have fun at Rocket League. Oh, that sucks. Have fun at Rocket League. That's quite the game. Am I a matcha guy? Am I a matcha guy? I've never had matcha. I don't think I've had matcha anyways. I know it's kind of all the rage now. But I've never had matcha. Oh. I think I do want to try it though, because it feels same, like in a similar category as chai tea. I am not a Labubu matcha straight-legged pant. I don't know what else falls in the performative male category. Sweater vest thing? No, not yeah. The soft boy look, right? Golden retriever vibe. No, I'm not a performative male, but I would like to try matcha. I hear it's become increasingly cheaper in America, and thus has led to its popularity. Girlfriend likes matcha? Yeah. It seems like a girl drink, right? Am I able to say that? Is that a fair statement? Although I'd like to try it, right? It's cool that it's a green drink. But I've had just about every iteration of chai tea ever, so maybe a new drink needs to enter my life. I'd never had Starbucks. I don't think I'd ever had Starbucks until I was a junior in high school. And then high school girlfriend said, "Oh, you should try a chai tea. Even if you don't want coffee, it doesn't have coffee. You should just try a chai." I said, "Okay." And now in my current life, I have to some degree paid rent to Starbucks because of that fateful interaction. Girlfriend likes matcha place at Stanford and one in Dallas. Like a chain or just a normal one? Or like a place that's nearby, I mean, a normal one, a local one. Two different places. Neither of them are chains though. Because I need to know where to maybe break the matcha cherry, so to speak. Or maybe I should just try the Starbucks one. I don't know. Any opinions here? You seem local. Okay, yeah. Have you had matcha before? Oh. Nah, don't do Starbucks. Is it because they're unethical or because they're bad? Because I like Starbucks. They're pretty nice to me, at least where I live. I could probably put my money somewhere more ethical, though. At least like a local coffee shop. Maybe there needs to be some research involved here. Get it from a Japanese place. I live in Kansas. The most Japanese place in our town is Japan City. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. But it is. There are all of the Japanese places that are, it's all both hibachi and sushi. One of them is called Yuki, one is Kiku, and I think there's another one also with another 2-syllable name. I think they had to like limit the number of syllables that we Midwesterners were able to say in Japanese. I don't even know if they serve matcha either. I do know the owners of one. I get Starbucks because it's close and consistent coffee shop when driving in Texas. Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, I think I said this the other day, are unmatched in their consistency. I think they're both good. I don't know if everything they have is great. Like, Starbucks food has kind of gone downhill, right? But they're consistent, and I like it. I'm like a small child. I need all my foodstuffs to be the same shape, size, and texture. So I won't, start sobbing. Yeah, we're in the Midwest. I don't even know if I've, like I said, I can't even find miso in this part of the world. Next time we meet, we will find a place. Too bad we may never meet again, honestly. Since since all of us are gone from our home world. Oh, that's one in a row. We will do our best. I'm just kidding. That's not true. We won't. I mean, it's not true that we won't meet again. Let me be clear. Oh man. Oh, let's see. I think we need to plan something. That's the thing. We can figure that out though. Oh, this feels fast. Oh. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Mario. All right. I've got 4 more minutes to practice. But definitely need to go to like a very Asian suburb of a big city, you know, like in Dallas or Atlanta or something. And try it there, right? I feel like those are the best places to try those sorts of things, right? Those are the secret pockets of the universe right there. In Chinatown of a southern city. That's where all the best food is. Oh. Heyo. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no, oh, no. Stupid fire, anyways. Alright, alright, alright. I am speed. And I am consistent. I'll be content if I can get one more under a minute and 10 seconds. And then I'm done. Just one more. One more under a minute 10, then we end stream. Oh, drop, drop. Here we go. This could be it. This could be it. It's happening. It's happening right here. It might happen right here. It might happen right here. Ooh. That'll work. That'll do, donkey. All right, now I gotta cook dinner. I got a gig tonight. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for joining me on my my daily grind. I'm glad we're all friends. This is a good time. Bye. Bye, Woo Sanim. Bye, Akeps. Bye, Shur. Bye, everybody else.